The Komatsu. She is beautiful, and she is potentially the most expensive garbage truck in the world. Collect a little debris from the side of the road. There you go. So if you want to do a little cleanup around your yard and you know, make your place a little tidier, you just go out and buy one of these Komatsus and bring her on home. She's great for cleaning up the yard. Well, good morning everybody, and welcome back to Black Mountain, Montana. Just doing a little hiking in the hills around our farm, around our ranch. It's a fantastic view from up here. We can see our new mining truck that we purchased, the Komatsu that we purchased last episode. We got to we need to get that to work up at our mine. But that being said, we have some issues or opportunities. Our oat fields are ready. But we don't have a harvester. So we do have a little bit of money. So we can afford to purchase a harvester. Nothing fancy. At this point our fields are really small anyway, so we don't need a big honking harvester. So we're going to have to purchase one of those. We're going to do that real quick this morning and get that to work on the field. I'd like to get the Komatsu up to the mine site. I had a look at it earlier, and the mine site is just fine on materials, so if we can get that delivered today, I think that would be a plus. We have lots of oil here too. I don't know if we're getting to that today. We have had a suggestion from a viewer. He noticed that we're cutting down a lot of wood, and that we're just selling it to the sawmill. And he made the suggestion that maybe we should purchase the sawmill and turn that into some finished products and increase our profit on that. So I appreciate the suggestion, and I think it's a great one. So we may look at doing that today, but that all depends on the speed at which we can get our oat field done. So in amongst the cows, we'll geez, everybody, it's first thing in the morning, guys. It's getty up time. It's not time for naps. Okay, have a nap. All right, let's head over to the store, and we're gonna need a yay old harvester. Now I do have some modded harvesters loaded, a limited number, but we don't need anything big or fancy. So right off the bat, the Russell Mash, it's an in-game harvester. She's 75,000. I don't think the header is really expensive for it. I'm thinking like $50,000 or something. So yeah, maybe it's less than that. What does she hold? She holds like almost 5,000 liters of grain. Yeah. I think the header for that harvester is about 4 meters. So let's say right now that's top of the list. The new base in-game one is kind of this one here, but I don't really like the way it looks. All these are out of our price range. We'd have to get up to the modded stuff here before we... I mean, we could go with the old trusted Bison. Not a bad grain tank when you really think about it. What was the Russell Mash? It was 39 or 49 or something, and this is 35. Not bad, but I think the header is a bit small. I think it's like 3 meters, maybe. Oh, the Dominator. That is a good choice, but I've used the Dominator before. I mean, it's cheap because it's modded, and has a relatively good harvester head. Yeah, I mean, yes. It's probably the winner, but it's won before, so love this. I love this harvester here, the M66. It's just so vintage and old looking, and I just love it. But I don't think that's right for this one. Oh wait, so this New Holland was basically the base harvester, wasn't it, on 19? And someone's brought it back as a mod. It's 56, good tank. Price is good. Huh. I like that idea. Maybe a little flashback. And I don't think the header is very expensive either. Alright, I think I made my decision. Yeah, I haven't used this harvester since 19. Early 19, for that matter. The wheels, just fine with me. Yeah. Yeah, that's vintage. I like it. Buy it. Okay, now we need the header for I earned a trophy. Huh. Alright, let's get the header for that. I'm pretty sure it uses a dedicated grain header, which is obviously what we're going to need here. It's probably going to be right at the end. Yeah, well, that's it there. But there's the M66. This is the one for the Dominator. 5.1 meters, yeah. So, I mean, if you were to just look at the statistics, that would have been the one to buy. But I've used it before. And I guess technically I've used this before too. But it's just something different. 20,000 for the head. Yeah. Yeah, so I have a flashback to 19. Early 19. So yeah, let's do that. Okay. Alright, let's get him up on the field. Let's, we'll... We got a lot of equipment. Oh my heavens, we got more than I thought. That's our new truck. That's our new, we purchased a new logging truck and a new logging trailer. We're just going to try that out in this episode and see how it works. She's a beauty. She's vintage too. Love that truck. My new favorite truck on FS22. You'll see a version of it I'm also using over on my other playthrough on Frontier Light. But this one has an extended chassis to give a little more room for the logs to extend forward on the trailers and swing around without hitting the cab. I think it's a different color too. And obviously there's some modifications, a lot of modifications you can make, like the back racks and the front bumper and the light and horn packages, and there's a lot of differences you can make. But I am using the option of patina. So you can choose patina and then choose your color and have it look old and beat up, and which is, I think, what a farming or a logging truck, that's the way they should look. I mean, I love the Mac. She's a beauty, but she kind of looks a bit showroom fresh. She's a little dirty now, which looks more the part. But, yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to get twice as much wood on this trailer as I got on the old trailer, which is kicking around here somewhere. But, yeah, I'm actually double stacking these logs, and I only had a single stack on the other trailer. So, I'm curious to see how that works out. But anyway, that's not what we were doing. We're looking for this guy. There's the old trailer there. And I was only getting a single stack on this of the logs, and I'm getting a double stack on the other one. And I think the new trailer is wider too. It's a little bit wider, so I'm curious to see how that works out. Alright, if someone hadn't have left that that forklift parked there like that, that's something we should look at here. If I think on it is, we've got a leased forklift up at the farm, and we need to send that back. Let's put this guy away. Who leaves their forklift outside? Nobody. So we'll probably be selling that log trailer, but I'm just hanging on until I see how the new log trailer works out, if there's any issues. Sometimes you get issues with, in particular log trailers, with the logs jiggling around and getting unstable. So I just want to make sure it's, I've never used it before. I want to make sure it works well before I commit to it. Oh yeah, it's been so long since I used this this New Holland. And I've never used... I downloaded this a long time ago, this mod. I saw it and kind of did what I did with you guys. I went, oh, that's from 19. I haven't used that in a while. And I downloaded it. I've never used it. So I don't know if this has any quirks or things we need to know about, but we'll all find out together. Alright, well, we got a lot... we'll get up and get her started. I can't remember what that field had on it, but it's been harvested. That's weird. It must have had, I don't know what it had on it. I suppose it could have had oats, and they've just already harvested. Is this field up here harvested too and limed? That one's got beans or peas or something on it. Yeah, these two have already been done. Huh. Well, she ain't fast. So... But I don't think speed is a requirement of a harvester. And yes, we still haven't picked up our trash from the side of the road. And I haven't checked on the biogas plant today. If I think on it at some point, I'll check, but it's chewing so slowly on what we've put in it that I'm not surprised at all if it could go for another week without it being topped up at all. But we do have crude oil that's got to go somewhere. We've got more than a full tanker load already stored up at the farm. But I think we have some capacity there that we can push that off to tomorrow if we have to. Priority one, get these oats harvested. So once we get this harvester, we're going to try to put a worker on it, but I'm going to have to spend a considerable amount of time on this field. I understand that. But we'll put a worker on it initially. And we'll transfer that mine truck. I should really do a... This is a bit tight here. Well, let's check our stats here. We want to... Oh, we got to unfold, I'm sure. This should be set to do a straw swath. So we'll just start harvesting and we'll check it. Straw idea? Or is it gonna... Oh yeah, it's making a swath. Okay. Alright. Because we need that... We need straw for our horses and our cattle. I also noticed the other day that I think if we added a manure extension, I don't think we're getting manure from our cattle enclosure, which makes sense because they're mostly out on the fields. But I think if we added a manure heap, a manure add-on, that we could get manure from them as well. Manure and slurry on this map are worth a lot. So, I don't know about that. I would absolutely 100% do it if these were barn cattle, dairy cattle, sort of a thing. But we sort of got this Montana ranch theme going, and you're not going to collect manure from them. Which raises another question. We have horses that take straw for bedding. Do horses make manure? Obviously, folks, I know horses make manure. That wasn't really the question. Let's start the worker up here now. I know we're going to miss some to the right here. Okay, well, he's running, so let's let him do his thing. And we're going to go and, that's close enough. We'll walk down. We'll jump up to the farm here. And I just saw just thinking about that truck for a second. We got a little bit of trash around a couple of places. The smaller stuff. Maybe we could go pick it up in the pickup truck. Because it's a pickup truck. And it picks up things. We could also pick up quite a bit with just the bag handler on the front of the JCB. But anyway, let's, nah, he's fine. Let's take the new KOMATSU, get her up to the mine because I want to bring down the, I want to bring down the trailer to collect the oats. And then what we're going to do with the oats is, I have no idea. This is, if you saw when I was purchasing this truck or looking through the equipment, I have like 3 or 4 mining trucks like this downloaded. This one is not the one with the highest capacity, but is without a doubt the most beautiful one on there. This is a beautiful mod. Looks gorgeous, looks the part. Mining truck. Yeah, love it. Guess, wait a minute. I mean, I could... This'll take grain, won't it? Nah, we don't want to do that. Eventually, I'm going to have to put the grain somewhere. So we'll bring down the trailer. And, anybody spy a big yellow harvester? He must have been back there in the trees. We just didn't see him. Okay, alright. I even love the way this thing sounds. It's, It sounds like a big diesel. You can hear the whine of the turbochargers. So yeah, the suggestion, and if you want to read the comments on the videos, you can see who made the suggestion. I don't want to out the person's name without the permission. But yeah, so the suggestion was made that we put down a platinum DLC sawmill, and that can produce more valuable things. Actually, this sawmill here, I believe, in the Montana, it's modded for Montana, and I believe it makes a lot of the things like wood beams and those sort of things that you make with a platinum DLC sawmill. So we're gonna give that a whirl. Big mining truck do not fit through small gate. Oh my heavens, it really doesn't fit. Come on, they're just gonna power through it. There we go. That is tight, tight, tight. Alright, I'm chatting too much and we got too much to do. I'm gonna get this up to the mine. I'm gonna grab the tractor and the black trailer and get that down to the oat field so we can check on the harvester, because he's probably gone astray already. So I'll be back in a sec. Alright, got up to the mine site and dropped off the KOMATSU. Then I noticed that, or remembered, that at some point I was wood chipping. And that was cool. But I had a pile of wood chips on the ground. And I went, okay, let's, I'm going to take the black trailer down and dump it. So let's, we'll go grab the forage pickup. We'll throw the wood chip back into the black trailer. And on my way down, I'll swing by the cardboard plant and drop off a load of wood chip. I could also drop them off at the the bioheating plant or my biogas plant, but I said, I've never dropped off at the cardboard plant. I'll do that. So I drove down to this building over here, in behind the carpentry shop, and that gray building back there, and it was only then that I realized, that's not the cardboard plant. This is the cardboard plant. And then I went, well, what the hey is that? That is actually a crusher that will take stone. I did not know that. It basically operates identical to the crusher we have up at the mine site. But I think it was original to the map when you could go to the mine at our ranch, buy a load of stone, come down here and sell it to them and make some profit out of it. Yeah, I did not know that. So, we have the big semi and a semi-dump up at the mine right now. It's full of stone, big load. I think if we get a chance today, let's run it down and sell it here and see, will it take the whole load? Is there a capacity issue? And just kind of see, you know, if you want to come up with a storyline for that, it could be that the crusher plant down here wants to buy some stone off us as well. You know, a lot of businesses are like that. They don't just you know, if you're mining and manufacturing a product with it, doesn't mean you're not going to sell the mine goods to someone else as well. You might do both. And people always think of it as being a competitor. But if someone's buying from you, they're not a competitor, they're a customer. And so yeah, so there's oh geez, that's almost 7 grand we didn't have before. Beautiful. Yeah, that's something different to do with our wood chip, which is starting to give me ideas. It might be fun to, I'd have to look in the mod hub and find something that I've never used before. Rather than use the Devourer, which is, you know, I'm the first to admit it's super cheaty. The Wood Devourer I like for taking out stumps. It's great for that wood that you're never going to harvest for lumber. It's just in the way wood. It's garbage wood. It's treetops and that sort of nonsense. Great for that. It's cheaty. It's a cheaty device. Gets rid of trees. Awesome. I'd be curious to look at something that maybe we can maybe use the best part of the log for lumber. The bottom part of the log and the tree tops, the top half of the log, let's say. Maybe we could use that for some sort of put it into a chipping plant and make chips with it and utilize the chips or sell the chips. I am going to look into that for a future episode. That might be a fun expansion thing to do. So, is he still going or did he stop? Because if he's still going, he's super slow. Let's just park this here for a second. While we're walking up, we can think about the fact that we're going to end up with a lot of straw out of this, most of which we're never going to be able to use. I can't remember, you guys can probably remember, I bought bales in the very first episode, I think, to give bedding to our animals. And basically they're still running on those few bales of straw. So we have a baler and we have a bale trailer now. There he is. Is he moving? No, he stopped. Okay. I was going to say, oh, I see what he did. He did this little end up here. Ah. And then he left these 2 strips, which I don't understand. Alright, let's clean up this mess he made and get him started again. How's Grain Hopper doing? Oh, it's almost full. It's 87%, I think. There. Yeah, so we could try something cool, but it has to be cool or I don't want to do it. It has to be something cool we can do with wood chips, and I'd like some sort of not a wood chipper like the Devourer that you can drive into the wood. I'd like something that we can pick up the wood pieces and drop them into, put them into a wood chipper that's cool. I don't even know. Are stationary wood chippers a thing on 22? I remember that used to be a big thing on 19. You could buy the stationary wood chipper and put it down like a building, and then take the wood to it and chip it. Okay, this is maybe not what I wanted to do, but... Okay, alright, that'll work. That'll work. We'll make this work. We'll set him off the field and let's have a little look here. But yeah, that's a thought. If anybody knows of a really... I want something cool. I want something fun. A wood chipper. Something a little out of the ordinary, a little unusual. And of course, I think the sawmill produces wood chip as well. Some very minute percentage, I think, it puts out as wood chip that you can collect. We haven't actually bought the sawmill yet. I wanted to do that in this episode, and I'm hoping to get to it. But it depends on how much time we have. We gotta get a rope prop done. All right, this is gonna fill in a second, so let's jump out, run up to the truck. I think that was a good choice of harvester. Haven't used it in a while. Making me feel nostalgic. I know I mentioned this on one of my playthroughs before, but there is one map in this game that I occasionally think about just going back into 19 just to play that map, because it's my I always refer to it as it's my white whale. I am the Captain Ahab of farming, and I have a white whale. Spectacle Island. It's another Alien Jim map. No surprise there. Apparently me and Alien Jim think a lot alike. We like the same things. And my all-time favorite map of all time, of course, is No Man's Land. And I'd have to say vying for second place is Frontier and Spectacle Island. I love the map. I love the challenge. I love that scenario. And it's one of the very few maps where I look at it and go, I want to play the start farm. Maybe not with the start equipment, but that start farm with all the animal pens and the trees and the fields. Oh, I love that thing. And I've attempted Spectacle Island 2 or 3 times, and it became such a slog for me that I just got distracted by a new map that came out and kind of moved on. And I've never finished the map. I've always kind of had this goal of, let's play the map, let's play it the way Alien Jim laid it out, maybe not with the equipment, maybe with some really rustic starter equipment, and let's fill all the animal pens. Let's start with a minor amount of animals, 10, 20, and let's feed up and breed up the animals until all the animal pens on that big farm, and it has all the animals. There's chickens, pigs, sheep, cattle. There's horses up the hill. Not too worried about those. But let's play the game until all the animal pens are 100% full. And I've never made it. So there's times when I think about, let's log back into 19 and do it. Let's do the map. And now I'm kind of hopeful that every time I think that, I think, no, Alien Jim is going to put Spectacle Island out on 22. I know he is. I know it's coming. I'm just waiting for it. And I can guarantee you, if Spectacle Island came out on 22, we would be doing a playthrough on it. And this time, I guarantee you, I will make it. Alright, let's let him go up and down the field. I don't want to waste video time on me yakking. We'll come back either when we get this field cleared or the trailers filled, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be the field cleared because, harvester load was 8% of the trailer. I'm probably only going to get a couple of more harvester loads off of this, so we're not even going to be... We'll put both of these fields in this trailer, which is kind of good because it buys us some time to make a decision on We're probably going to have to put in a silo. We'll probably put it up by the horses because these oats we're collecting are horse feed. We'll probably sell some of the oats. So I want to get it all harvested, all in the trailer, and then we'll kind of figure it out. But yeah, the straw and the oats are useful. Alright, back in a bit. Alright, we're at the upper field. I set him, the worker, off on the field, and he's been running like a champ. He got another full harvester for us. That is incredible. No issue so far. I thought this was going to be the hard field. So we'll just collect this. I ran up and I grabbed the forage pickup, which I had up for that wood chip that we sold earlier. And I think what I'm going to do is we are going to collect up the straw loose and put it in a silo, and we're also going to put the oats in the silo, and then we've got our straws looked after. We probably won't plant any more straw this year. Maybe not next, depending on how much we get, which I think is going to be a lot. If I bale it, then we're going to have those bales sitting around chewing up bale limit, and I don't want to fiddle around with a bale storage building, blah blah blah, and dealing with the bales. So I think what we'll do is we'll throw it all in the silo, and we'll monitor the silo, and when we feel we need to plant more, we'll plant a crop that makes straw. I'm assuming that we just don't randomly plant a crop that makes straw anyway. If we plant wheat or barley, which are possibilities for these fields, it's still early enough in the season that we could put hay in here and maybe get a crop of hay. Oh, definitely, we'll get a crop of hay off this. If we plant hay this month, June, July, August, if we even planted hay in August, we would still get a crop. So we could do that. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it right now. I haven't really thought about it. Oh, is this the first time he's going to have a moment? He had a little tiny moment up on the other end. He left a couple of strips, but he might be having a moment. Oh yeah, that's yeah. Grandpa Harvester's just having a moment. He'll be okay. Is he going to back up to the end or just start there? Beep, 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 beep. Oh, you bastard. Oh well. It's still pretty good. The lower field I had to do quite a bit of work myself. So I'm impressed. I'm impressed up here. I thought this was going to be an issue when I started. I drove up to, you can see the turn there. I drove up there to where the straw swaths meet, and then I let him go, and he done the rest himself. I haven't touched him since. So we'll let him keep doing that. We obviously need to dump this this oats. We'll fill up our horses, which will take like an itty bitty bit. And then we'll put the rest in the silo and we won't worry about it. I mean, we could sell it. Same goes for the straw, we could sell it. But we'll just put it in the silo for now, and we'll wait till storage of it becomes an issue before we do anything about it. Other than that, we'll just keep it for feed and for bedding. So that's going great. Well, he's doing his whatever he's doing. Let's quickly we're going to look at the spinning wheel of saving here for a second. Let's jump over to the sawmill and let's buy the sawmill and see what items it's going to put out for us, because that is a sort of a downturn in the game there. Downside. You should be able to view that sort of thing before you purchase. But you can't. Where are we looking at? That's the mine. That's the sawmill. So I guess technically it's just kind of across the street. The field, the oat field is just over there. Alright, so let's buy that. Okay, so we bought the sawmill. And now let's we'll go in and have a look. We owns her. Sawmill would probably be under. Is it called a sawmill? Is it under S? So it'd be down lower. Oh, Black Mountain Sawmill is under B, and it's apparently not alphabetical. Anyway, I guess it goes when you purchase it. I don't know. Anyway, Black Mountain Sawmill. It'll make planks, wood beams. Oh, there's different recipes. Prefab walls. All right. Oh, there's recipes. So, oh, that's interesting. So it's going to basically, okay, all right. I don't want to get any flack about this, Greta. Apparently, this sawmill runs on coal. It's a coal-powered sawmill. I'm not making that up. Okay, why do I have a recipe for wood planks? That's... okay, maybe my brain hasn't caught up with this yet. The only two inputs are wood and coal. Okay, all right, I'm sorry. That's funny. All right. But the recipe, all these recipes are identical. So basically, the inputs are all the same. No, I gotta be doing that wrong. They're all turned on. Okay, let's just turn them off for a second. Will that make a difference? Okay. So I'm going to say that first, I have no idea why wood planks are listed twice. I can't make any reasonable assumptions about that. But basically, you put in wood and coal, and it's going to turn out, let's call them planks 1, wood chips, bark. So it's going to put out planks, wood chips, and bark. All right, so I don't understand. The planks really confuses me because it's the same recipe. Now, the symbol, I guess, for prefab walls, planks, and beams is the same. So it may actually be changing, and we just don't, like... So if I don't click prefab walls, maybe it won't make any prefab walls. Maybe think of this in reverse. And it will only make planks. But if I click prefab walls, it'll make those as well, which I assume prefab walls are going to be very profitable. So if I were not to click those and just click prefab walls, it obviously doesn't have any coal or wood, but it will only make prefab walls, wood chip, and bark? Let's try that first. Maybe in the future we'll add a furniture shop and see if we will need planks then to feed the furniture shop. But let's just work with this one right now. We're going to have to put some coal in it. I'm going to have to put some wood in it. And then we'll let it run and see what it does. I've only got prefab walls selected. Is that all it's going to make? Or is it going to make everything? I don't know. We'll see. What's my gold bar plan out of? Is that a coal? See, I think all the coal is going to the biogas plant. See, the biogas plant actually has coal in it, and I didn't put any in it. So I think it's chewing up all our coal. Whoa. 126,000 coal in the biogas plant. I'm looking at that wrong. I've got to be. Well, that'd explain where all our coal is going. So eventually maybe it's going to fill up and then it'll start distributing to the other facilities. Okay, all right. We'll let her run. It's got lots of crude oil, but I got another load to put in. Outputs. Do we have any diesel yet? Diesel. We only got 7,800. It is a slow producer. Kerosene, we got almost 20,000. We could take that and sell it. All right. So some things going on there. We need to put some wood and some very clean burning coal. in there. Okay. I'm sorry. That has to be humor on the part of the mod maker. Has to be. He's trying to be funny. And it is funny. A coal-powered sawmill. What year was this sawmill built? I don't know. But anyway. Which, it has to be a joke, because he put a biogas plant on the map. He could have said that the sawmill can only be fueled with biofuels. Or even methane, or whatever, but no. No. I guess if you can put crude oil and coal in to make your biofuel, eventually someone's going to question what you're doing. Alright, there's a little bit of grain up here at the end. We'll get that harvested. Oh, it left a little bit over there on the hill too. That's all right. I'm gonna give an A to the harvester on this one. Good job. Oh, yeah. Well, that just couldn't. I'll restart it down there. But okay, we'll, I guess for test purposes, we'll grab at some point a truckload of coal and stick in the sawmill, because it's going to be forever. I might even grab a truckload of coal and maybe top up the biogas plant so we can get our distribution running properly. At least answer the question. Maybe it will only distribute to the biogas plant, won't distribute to the other things. That's possible. But if we throw a truckload of coal into both those facilities and see then if it starts distributing, we'll have the answer. I like getting answers. That's all I'm here for, folks, is to get you some answers. So yeah, overall, I'm going to give myself an A on these oat fields. Could I have, for the same money, bought one of those huge fields down lower that were already made and plowed and limed and ready to go? Yeah, I could have done that. But I think this was fun. Clearing the trees off of this and finding a way to get some fields in here. And yeah, I think I enjoyed this a lot more than I would have enjoyed buying that big field there. Alright, I'm going to get the rest of this cleaned up, and we'll get that load of oats stuck in the silo, and then I'm going to bring you back when we're down here collecting some straw. Alright, we're up at the horse corral, and we're going to, we brought up the oats, all collected off our oat fields. And I'm just going to, I need to move this hay wagon out of the way. So we'll see what we can put in. Probably won't be that much. And we'll move her out of the way. And that's just too full. There's only 2 horses. That's to be expected. So that's just, eventually I'll put it back where it was. Let's just move it out of the way and we'll put it back. No, I keep doing that. I don't want to get out. I want to drop the trailer off. Alright. Now we'll see what she'll take in oats. Whatever she'll take, and then we'll put the rest in the silo, and then this will be ready to go down and collect some straw. One of them, I think, here. Isn't there still a bale? Yeah, I'm not sure if those are on the bale point or not. I think that straw bale is on the bale point. It still hasn't even used a bale. Can I clear that horse trailer? Nope. Let's just push this bale a little bit. Okay, not push the bale a little bit. I'm still into the horse trailer. Really? I may bring the pickup over and move that that horse trailer out of there. Although this fill-up would probably be good for the next year. Is this not going to take oats? It's not going to take oats. Let's try something else. I'm going to go dump this in the I'm going to go dump this in the silo, and then we'll try again. Alright, we're back. Straw is all done. That was not exciting at all. We brought down the load of stone though, so we're going to deliver a load of stone to the map crusher just to see what the story is. There we go. She's going in. We're getting paid. Don't expect to get rich at this, kids. This will take a minute, but I'm curious to see what the capacity of this is. Will it just act as a sell point and sell forever, or will it actually fill up and refuse to take it after a while? And it's possible that the capacity of this thing is similar to our crusher up on the hill, and that's 2 or 3 loads. So, and besides that, now we're going to I'm going to take this trailer and use it to put some coal in the sawmill, and to see if I can't top up that the biogas plant. See if we can get the distribution system working properly, or if it's not going to work at all, then we'll know that. I don't know what happens if you got it set to distribute and it can't distribute. I guess it will fill up its buffer, and then who knows. So yeah, $26,000 for the stone. That was a big load, but we'll take it. Alright, I'm going to run up and get a load of coal, and we're quickly going to check out, do an experiment and check out to see, although we might not get sensible statistics on it until tomorrow. Let it run for 24 hours and see what it does. But we may see something happen, so I'm going to go get some coal, and I'm going to top off the biogas plant with coal to see if I can stop that bleeding away all our distribution. Alright, back in a moment. Alright, we're back. I took some time and I loaded up our new trailer and I massively overloaded the trailer. Made a little bit of a mess of it there at the end. Put way too much on. I should have never went above the stakes on the side. Now I'm experiencing some lag because I'm getting so close to so much wood. Our new little truck is just struggling with the weight of this. This is basically, I think, 3 regular tractor trailer loads on this. So we are experiencing some lag and some chatter in the video. Hope this comes out okay, but we're going to slowly maneuver our way down to the sawmill. It's all downhill, so I don't think we're going to run into that problem. Rollover is a possibility. I mean, this truck has got a lot of horsepower. It's 800 horsepower. It seems to be getting it moving. My fear now, oh, roly, roly. I got caught up in what I could put on the truck as opposed to what I should put on the truck. We'll give the Jake brake a good workout, trying to slow this thing down going over the hill. Let's see if I can zoom back a little bit. This is just massive. I remember last episode or a couple episodes ago in one of the playthroughs I was talking about the documentary I watched about logging trucks and logging the forest and how crazy those guys were. And this load reminds me of that. This is the kind of stuff you would see on that show, and it was just like, no, don't drive it. Don't, that's insane. Yeah. It appears to be able to stop. So, I haven't touched the brake yet. The Jake brake is what's slowing me down. So I am sure if I can avoid a rollover, I can do this. Oh, no, she's gone. Oh, no. That was a slow roll of death. Well, that's not what I wanted. It wasn't even that tippy. I'm not sure. Did it hook up into the tree and pulled itself over? I'm not sure what happened. All right. Back in a minute. All right. We're over at the biogas plant. Let's go sell some kerosene. We'll get her loaded up. We'll take her down to the gas station and figure out where the sell point is there. I'm not sure. We just dropped off a load of oil. So that's doing good. We're a little concerned about the coal issue, but I'm sure we can figure that out. I'll just I'll get this off the map, off the board. There. Alright, let's take the son down to the gas station, and we'll see about selling this kerosene. Yeah, we got so much stuff here using coal that our crusher production is not keeping up with it. So that's becoming an issue, for sure. We got to figure that out. I was noticing all those dead trees over there along the edge of that field. Might check that out. Might offer to clear up all that dead dry wood before it becomes a fire hazard for the field owner. That could be a little project for us. I think I just saw an icon behind the gas station, although I don't know how I would get at it. Let's hop out here for a second. I thought I saw something back here. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, she ain't coming around there. I'm gonna have to back her in. Alright, okay, alright. It's like a challenge. They must have heard about my excellent driving skills and they wanna see it in action. I'd like to see my excellent driving skills in action as well. I'd be impressed by that. I'm cutting too hard here. As long as I miss that pole, I'm going to be okay. Here it is. Alright. Sell that kerosene. I can't even remember the price of kerosene. It must be pretty hefty. We got $36,000 for that. I'll take it. I'm not too proud. Alright, so yeah, what we get accomplished today? We got the sawmill purchased. We got her loaded up. She should run through everything though, I think. By morning. She's operating pretty quick. We got her switched over to wood beams now. We basically put two full truckloads in her. We put about 80,000 liters of wood in the thing, and some coal. You're welcome, Greta. So she's chewing away on that. We'll see how that goes in the morning and make a decision about, do we want to just keep running it like that, or do we want to maybe add a carpentry shop? I'd like to add maybe a wood chipper, and we start chipping the small part of the trees and deliver the rest of the trees down for lumber. I kind of like that idea. We want to haul a load of diesel up to the crusher, but we'll wait till morning to do that and let this process a little more. So far, she's been pretty darn slow. I mean, we got digested in there. We only got 85 diesel. We got loads of crude oil in there now. She's full of coal. My thought was fill her with coal and once we got her... Can I jump a fence? Oh, not as young as I used to be. Alright, well. Sad man can't jump fence. Pretty sure the log truck is still here in all her glory. So we got... we still got 21,000 wood in there, and that's... You can see her just ticking away. She's moving fast. I see the coal ticking down too. So we'll know for sure in the morning. If this isn't near full of coal in the morning, it means we're not producing enough. We got some bark coming out, and we got some wood beams processing. These are all good things. We got some pallets here, but I've changed that over now and set her to sell. So we won't have to deal with all these pallets because it's going to be too much. But we'll bring down some more wood tomorrow, and I think we'll be fine on coal for the time being. But if we don't start producing something, we're going to have to start putting coal into our gold production facility from our mine again. But that's life. We'll do it if we have to. Alright, if you like what we did here today in all its glory, why don't you throw us a like. If you want to see some more, just go ahead and click that subscribe button, and I'd really appreciate that. I really appreciate everybody coming. Thanks a lot, guys.